So I do think Wonder Wheel was a brilliant movie because with only one family and one other character, Justin Timberlake, the lifeguard, they create an entire movie with so many interesting dynamics, with so much tension. Other movies can do this, but they need to add so many characters and plot elements. The fact that Woody Allen was able to create so much tension and drama with such a simple premise, I thought was really, really brilliant. So Kate Winslet plays this woman who has all these dreams of stardom, but right now she's stuck waiting tables in this marriage to this guy who's just a small town guy, wants to go fishing with his buddies, and there's already this tension where she feels all these unfulfilled dreams, but then everything is heightened by the arrival of his daughter from another woman. And this does two things. One, you get these brutal scenes where her husband starts to say that his daughter is too good to be waiting tables and is destined for these better things, and that just drives home the point that he thinks that his wife isn't too good to be waiting tables. That is actually her life. So every time he criticizes this life for her daughter of just waiting tables, it's just a slap in the face to his wife who's doing it all the time. And then also she's waiting tables and she sees all the money that she's working her ass off to get going to sending this daughter to school where she's studying English and reading these plays, who Kate Winslet feels the daughter is too dumb to even really appreciate. So there's all this tension, and all this tension builds. It comes to a head when Kate Winslet's character, it's her birthday, and her husband's loudly bragging to all their fisherman buddy friends about how the present he got for her, which she obviously doesn't even like, he got it for $3 off a homeless person on the boardwalk, and he's loudly bragging to all his friends, just publicly humiliating her. And then Kate Winslet's character, she also has a son from a different man. So there's this interesting dynamic. He, the son, is setting all these fires, and this pisses off her husband so much, and he just wants to crack down and really be a hard ass. But she's always defending him. She knows setting the fires is wrong, and she yells at him too, but there's always that sense of paternal making excuses and being forgiving in the same way that her husband does with the daughter. So it's just interesting where both parents, they're able to see, when it's a stepchild, they're able to see in objective terms and really want to crack down, but when it's their own kid, they just want to make excuses, and there's just this central tension. And a lot of the critics complained that this movie felt too much like a play. There was a lot of dialogue, a lot of overacting, a lot of long monologues, but I thought a lot of the monologues were really spot on. Especially Kate Winslet, when she talks about, I learned what love is like from my first husband, and from my second husband, I learned what love isn't. It's not gratitude, it's not comfort, it's not company, it's not going through the motions when you have so much to give, but no one that you want to give it to. And it's true that this movie, to an extent, doesn't really seem to go anywhere. It seems very insular and just kind of spirals inwards on itself. But I think that was the point. Kate Winslet, to an extent, is the character we're supposed to identify with. And this movie just drives home her claustrophobia and how she just feels stuck and like her life is going nowhere, to the fact that her tension just builds and builds and she just wants to snap. And all the actors give great performances, especially Justin Timberlake. If there was ever any doubt that he can be a serious actor and pull off different kinds of roles, I think that doubt's gone now. He's a great actor. And look, if you say Woody Allen, because of his past, should never make a movie with stepchildren in it, that should just be an off-limits topic for him, that's fine. But I think, objectively looking at this movie, all the critics who are saying it's a terrible movie, it's just not backed up by the facts. It actually is one of the better movies of this year.